Happy hump day to you guys. I missed you guys. Listen. I just want to talk to you guys real quick. I'm going to come back and do a live where y'all can see my face. Because I do miss y'all. But I'm kind of like, I wanted to just tap in really quick because I feel like many of you have stepped out of the duality of things. I don't even know if like I feel like many of you are like very much aware of being connected to the odds. Like a lot, like for you, time seems unreal. Like everything is happening real fast in real time for you. You could have felt on yesterday. My intentions were to do a live on yesterday, but it did not dawn on me because I heard y'all be in my own little zone. It didn't dawn on me that yesterday was the 25th, which makes another year of the absence of my son. So I did not, I had a very interesting day, but it became a bit emotional. So you could have been feeling a bit of emotional. I feel like you have a lot of people from your past that's been heavily like pulling on your energy. We got a new moon coming up in Aries, and I feel like this is going to be like a time for you to get back. You're going to be feeling very passionate about projects that you did not complete in this new moon energy. Also, I don't know if you guys remember, but the last couple of times that I've been doing these readings, I used the astrology deck, and the solar eclipse card and the lunar eclipse card came out. So we're going to be in a... Hi, I've been picking you up, Mr. Hydro. Good day, good day, good day. Good day. But so like with this new moon energy, it's like I feel like for many of you, it's gonna be also a solar eclipse, right? So with this new moon energy, you're gonna be like prompted to do or return back to old projects or even new projects. But there's going to be a very passionate energy alongside a lot of just emotional energy. So what source start, because I've been trying to get back out here to y'all. I miss y'all so much, right? But source has been leading me to just get outside and sunbathe. I had a medical procedure done because of the accident that I was in, and as much as I wanted to get back out here, my body was like, no. On top of having to do everything else that I had to do in the meantime, I couldn't get back out here to you guys. But I definitely have been very intentional. Many of you are like tapping into, I don't know, like, okay, so some of y'all could be connected to somebody who is a widow. Some of you masculines could be attracting someone who is, I don't know, like well off or something like that, because I keep picking this up, but I got some new decks. And this is this biblical tarot. Many of you could have strong roots in the Christian background. I have been like picking up so many different areas. You could be from the south side of Chicago, the south side of Atlanta. You could be someone who is a poet, someone who's working on film. You like, listen, there's something about your body chemistry that's being altered, and your personal reality is transforming to the timeline that you know that you were tailored for, that you were made for. And even though you've been like, I see some of you, and it's like, I don't even know what this means because I'm not like a sports person. I'm not really like into that kind of stuff, right? But I'm hearing like you're running, you're taking sprints. I don't even know like what that means, but I'm seeing like somebody could run track, or maybe you ran track, or maybe you have a kid that runs track. Somebody runs really, really fast. But what I'm hearing now is that you're spiritually taking sprints. And I don't freaking know, like, y'all, what the fuck that means. So don't judge me. But I like this tarot deck that I have, the biblical tarot deck. The card that I have in front of me right now is Joseph in charge of Egypt. I feel like, so like when I've been doing the pre-shuffle, like whoever you are, you could have been someone who literally either went to prison, or you were mentally in prison. I kept picking up also a strong feminine energy, and I kept hearing the word from prison to princess treatment. So, but literally, many of you are going from the prison to the palace, but it's like it's the timeline that you always knew you were made for it, but it's in alignment with everything that's true at the core of your heart. I have been picking up Korea. You could like be someone who's in the military. Something about your brain, y'all. Okay, so don't laugh at me, but I have been picking up that the neural cells, if that makes any sense, is being rewired in the collective as a whole in our brain waves. And I'm talking about um, you've been feeling the shifts. You could be from the Alabama area, the London area, the Melbourne area, Oakland, California. I've been picking up strongly. The Bay Area, the San Francisco area, Orlando, and Orange County. You could also live in any part of Florida, but I have been strongly picking up Melbourne, Orlando. Oh, guys, okay, and then Kentucky, Indiana, um, very heavily, and then different parts of the UK. And I even had like, okay, so Austria. So Austria and Australia. I think that they're two different places. I don't think that Austria is Australia. So you could either be traveling there, you could be someone who works in travel. Your birthday could be in the month of March. You could be a Pisces or Aries, but I've been strongly picking up the years 1981, 1994, 1990, 1962. Okay, and after this, I'm going to move forward with this Joseph being in charge of Egypt. Bobcats. So you could be seeing bobcats, you could be seeing cats, tigers, panthers. You could be seeing these animals in movies, films. You could be seeing black cats in particular, but there's a lot of spiritual protection around you at this time. You could be seeing eagles, just eagles everywhere. There's something about your sight that's shifting, and I feel like for many of you, it's been a bit clouded when you talk about, because you have gifts to see into the like things to come, right? Especially when it comes to your own personal life. But there has been kind of like this haziness, this cloudiness, where you're not clearly seeing things. I feel like whoever you are, you're very prophetic. Because Joseph, he was a dreamer. He was also the outcast of his brothers, but he was very adored and loved by his father. So you could have had a your siblings or whoever you like was raised around, like they could have immediately saw that you had gifts, or they could have envied the fact that they felt like you were favored. So you could have went through a lot, but no matter where you've gone or whatever you went through, you've always been favored, no matter where life's journey has taken you. Now, I didn't get on here for all of this because it was the reason I got on, and I feel like I'm getting a little thrown. But the card is the Joseph card, King of Grains, and it says, so Pharaoh said to Joseph, I hereby put you in charge of the whole land of Egypt. I feel like whoever you are, like your position and what you do is changing entirely. I feel like, hi, girl, to hell with them damn Monopoly cards. Girl, you really had something to say. I'm not going to even remove your comment. You entitled to your opinion, boo. I'm not feeling some type of way. But if you say anything out the way that I really feel some type of way about, I will remove you. But then after that, it's the Sun card. I'm telling you, it's something about the sun. You could have definitely have been feeling your energy extremely, really, really high and heightened at this time. But the sun card is a major arcana. You could have Leo placements or be dealing with one. Whoever you are, I feel like you're being placed in a position to, I don't know, people like, they listen to you. Like, you could be someone who's having a lot of dreams. You could also have been someone who's always dreamed, and a lot of the things that you have been feeling and sensing for a long time, you're finally starting to, um, I don't know, feel like you're finally walking into your life's purpose. Like you've been through a lot. Because with Joseph, it seemed like from a kid, even though he was favored, he was always moving constantly. He was betrayed by the people he was supposed to be able to trust. So I don't know. You could have been someone who just experienced a lot of betrayal. But I'm going to read this card. It says, so Pharaoh said to Joseph, I hereby put you in charge of the whole land of Egypt. Genesis 41 and 41. I always really like to, like now, I don't just look at the Bible in this way, but I also look at it from a esoteric, not esoteric, but I look at it from a different way. I don't just look at it the way that I used to. But it says Joseph, sold into slavery by his brothers, rises to prominence in Egypt through his ability to interpret Pharaoh's dreams, which foretells of 7 years of abundance, followed by 7 years of famine. So so that's another thing too. You could be seeing a lot of sevens. You could be seeing 777. The number 7 is very significant to you. There's also something about your wisdom. I feel like you're someone who's also been storing up. I don't know. There's something that you need to pay attention to when it comes to your wisdom. But Pharaoh puts him in charge of Egypt's land and tasking him with strong grain during the abundant years to prepare for the famine. Joseph's strategic planning and management saved not only Egypt, but also the surrounding nations from starvation, ultimately leading to a reunion and reconciliation with his family. So I feel like whoever you are, like I said, I feel like you definitely are someone who's being put in this leadership position. You could be someone who's definitely connected to agriculture, something with, I don't know, raising cattle or farming, growing, but you're someone who's being placed in a leadership position. And I feel like though you've been through a lot, you can be trusted with a type of prosperity. I feel like you've had to deal with a lot of people in positions with who's dealt with a lot of greed, and I feel like whoever you are, you're someone who's fair. You plan, and you are very strategic about how you plan. You're very resourceful, and there's a lot of material success and stability through your wise leadership that is being manifested in your experience. People see you, they see your foresight, they feel like they can trust you. Okay, they see you as someone who's very responsible. You could be someone who works in management or you manage other people. There's something about your leadership. You like you it's something you're doing that is it's people see you as resourceful. They see you as very innovative. You come up with solutions. You solve problems. And whatever this is that you're working towards is going to ensure you and those around you a lot of abundance and security. Okay? I feel like you've had to deal with a lot of mismanagement. And I feel like that's something that Source has been working with you on. And I don't know, but this card came out here. It came out here. I do feel like you got a lot of people that are around you that is very greedy, very stubborn. Let me just get and then with this Sun card out here. So like I said, I have been picking up like a lot of emotional kind of like energy. Okay, so you could be connected to someone who works for the CDC. I am going to get into this, a lot of the different things that I've been picking up over time, but I just want to say to you, if you've been feeling extra when it comes to your emotions, it's going to be important to get out and get in the sun, Ground yourself, ground yourself, ground yourself. Something is definitely being exposed, and I feel like it's going to be something that's very triumphing when it comes to whatever you're working on, when it comes to new projects. Okay, so I kept picking up, I don't know whoever you are or if you're connected to someone, but I kept hearing like crowds of people. So I don't know if you are a someone who performs, but what I keep hearing is loud applauses, people whistling in the crowds, clapping and applauding you. There is something with this sun energy out here that is, I don't know, is pushing you to the forefront, and people are, yeah, like I have been hearing in my mind's eye, like there's some type of celebration. I don't know, you could be getting a promotion, you could be getting a reward, but I also as I was hearing this, I was feeling like, okay, for some of you, either this could be you, or this could be someone that you're connected to, someone who is addicted to the applause or the validation. And I feel like, oh man, what I was picking up was, I don't know, someone isn't getting the high anymore off of the applause of the crowd. Like someone has, in your energy, for sure, has been definitely doing a lot of crying. Like somebody's dealing with some sort of emotional unstable energy at this time. And whatever used to satisfy them in their high, and this could have a lot to do with, like I said, the crowd. So for some of you, I don't feel like this is something that you really look for, but maybe you're moving into, with this sun energy out here, you're moving into a position to where, with this king of grains being the man in charge, the one who's being put in charge of whatever, this is something huge, because Joseph was able to lead them for a very long time, but he was able to position them for the next 14 years and how to put things in reserve. So I feel like whoever you are, like your position is very, 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 very essential, very important. And I don't think that you are someone who really cares about the accolades or the applauses of others, or maybe you do with this Leo card out here. But I feel like whoever you are, you could be somebody that's very humble. Anyways, I've been picking this up. So for some of you, you could be in the forefront, and there's something that is shifting with you internally. So if you were someone who really got high off of that, that's not doing it anymore, and it's because something else is awakening on the inside of you. And so what used to get you going, and if it was something that was based on external validation, that there's a shift that's happening. And so be patient with yourself. For those of you that are shy and not really attracted to big crowds, I feel like because you are connected to source, which I feel like you're someone who's stepping out of the opposites of things. And I probably sound crazy or strange to some of y'all, but you're not so looking at black and white, the duality anymore, because you recognize that we're one, right? So you could be feeling everything. There's something about you and the position of you being moved into a place where your wisdom, your foresight, your knowledge is highly regarded and highly respected, and it's going to I don't know, put you in a position where it may make you feel a little uncomfortable, because you're not someone who thrives off of a lot of attention, but there is going to be a lot of recognition. I don't have the Six of Wands out here, but I got this Sun card out here, Sun energy, and this is with Christ going through the crowd when he was on that donkey. But I don't have time to get into that. I just wanted to tell y'all that I was gonna come back on here later on today because I was supposed to get on yesterday, but yesterday I didn't even realize that it marked the anniversary of my son and his transition. So I just wanted to deal with myself and sit in my energy and whatnot. But I love you guys. Listen, I have definitely been sending a lot of prayer and strength your way, and just remembering that. Listen, I don't know if y'all paying attention, but Source is so proud of y'all. Like, listen, the joke is really over. It's a bit uncomfortable for certain people. But the more you have been tapping into you, the more you've been calling your energy back, the more you've been waking up. Listen, they are really going bankrupt without your energy, because you have been taking and calling back all of your power, all of your authority, all of your focus back, and putting it on things that serve you and humanity. And I think that's a challenge, because let me tell y'all, it's some entities and energies that's been trying to keep the collective in this, like, forcing the collective to stay in this bondage state to where we're still tied to this illusion. And so many of you guys, we have been waking up, and it's literally causing them to go bankrupt. And now they're going to desperate measures to distract the collective. But I feel like many of you are like, you're not buying into the bullshit.com. You're so aware and awakened with this sun card out here, and you have been placed in command. You've been placed in charge, and it's coming in with so much prosperity. And it's all about your energy. It's all about your focus. Listen, I love y'all. I love y'all. Thank you, Mr. Hydro, for leaving that comment in. I'm gonna see y'all later on screen with my face. But I have, like I said, been recuperating. Listen, the joke is over. The more you wake up, the more they go bankrupt. Keep waking up. You're being placed in a position of being in charge. If you have not been incarcerated physically, maybe you were there mentally, or maybe you came from a family dynamic of people that were in and out of incarceration. Something about that slavery type of system is being completely annihilated and abolished out of your bloodline. Like, you have taken back so much authority in your bloodline and decreed and made new declarations about what is to come when it comes to your bloodline. And just collectively as a whole, there's massive shifts that's happening. Listen, y'all, I love y'all. Wait, never? We said never. Okay. Well, anyways, thank y'all for joining. I do appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all have an amazing rest of y'all day, and I'll see y'all later. I love you guys. Bye.